take a look at digital trends and news and what's been happening. I tell you, it's been a remarkable couple of weeks, not just in the history of South Africa, but also we've seen an increase of viewership following the passing of South Africa's first democratically elected President, Nelson Mandela. Now, the SABC's Digital Newsroom immediately initiated continuous live coverage of developments as they unfolded from the very first day. The online coverage included video and audio material from the SABC's extensive radio and TV round-the-clock special programming. This coverage continued until the 16th of December, when a 9-metre statue was unveiled at the Union Buildings. Now, in studio today, we have SABC's Digital News Editor, Izak. Good morning, Izak. Thank you for joining us.
Good morning.
Let's reflect a little bit on what's happened the last couple of weeks. It's been an incredible time, really, hasn't it?
It is, and I'm so glad that the SABC and everybody prepared so well.
Yeah.
We worked for literally years for the big story of the decade or the century.
The biggest story of everyone,
yes.
Of all our times,
yes,
I would think.
So that enabled us, when the story broke on that Thursday night, the 5th,
yeah.
we immediately launched a Mandela website, Nelson Mandela tribute website.
Yeah.
We started leading with a special tribute, and everything that came up that we published on our news website also got published. And we will keep this Nelson Mandela website alive.
Yeah.
So as things develop, people can go back to that. What's interesting also is the website traffic.
Yeah.
During this time. We saw an absolute surge of traffic, the biggest ever, at least 3 times more than we ever had. In this graph you can see the 6th, when the news broke, and then on the 10th with the National Memorial Service.
That's incredible.
And then we also had, of course, the last little blip is with the funeral. And usually when we have increases like this, people continue flocking to our website. So we gained a lot of website users during this time.
I see here that 1,700 tweets per second when the news broke. Is that right? 1,700 tweets per second. Exactly.
This is on social media. There you can see where the most tweets came from.
Yeah.
And for the first 3 hours, 3.4 million tweets. So this was a heat map, as we call it, of most of the tweets originating at that time. On Facebook, so the SABC also had a huge increase, 50 times more visitors to our Facebook page.
Wow.
Than normal, and of course Twitter also.
And you put together a lot more than just the usual pages, didn't you?
Yes, we had on the Mandela website we had a range of different features. Mm. On YouTube, we did live streaming throughout the period. Everything that was on the TV on SABC2 and on this news channel. Yeah. We streamed it live.
And that's under the SABC Digital News channel, it's called.
Correct. Right? It's youtube.com/SABC News. Yeah. At one time during the National Memorial Service, we had 55,000 concurrent users, most of them from elsewhere in the world. Yeah. So we really got viewers from everywhere. We received messages from people in Thailand, in Turkey,
I saw
in
from
everywhere.
All over the world. People actually saying thank you to SABC for making this available and allowing them to be able to see this wonderful memorial service live while it was going on. I think we're the only platform that really did that, wasn't it?
Yes, and many of our competitors and other web servers around the world actually embedded our live streams and our videos. As you can see, we have a Nelson Mandela playlist. Yeah. That's still there. So people can go back and watch some of those beautiful documentaries that the SABC used over the 10 days.
And we did a whole series of messages of condolence and where people could sign in and all that sort of thing. Tell us about that and how that worked.
So one of the key things in an online world is that you give people the opportunity to respond. We call it crowdsourcing. Yeah. So the first thing we did was to open this book of condolences where people could just write their messages, and then we showed that on a map, and people to see where the messages all came from.
Yeah, that was fantastic and very well supported. And of course, we ran that all the time throughout the broadcast that you saw on SABC2 and Channel 404 on DSTV. Izak, thank you very much for joining us. We could go on forever, I would think, with what's been going on. It's such a fantastic platform. Of course, all our digital platforms you can go to. Digital News, which you'll find on our YouTube channel. That's on YouTube, at SABC News Online, Twitter, and then you can go to our Facebook pages. Whatever you want, it's there. Izak, thanks for joining us this morning.
Thank you.